I'm honestly dumbfounded by the discourse about Selena Gomez being a clone. People are claiming that her consciousness was transferred, and Hollywood knows how to transfer souls from one person to the other. First, I thought it was a joke, but I'm realizing that a lot of people don't think it's a joke anymore. I saw a video asking for people's wildest conspiracy theories, and one of the comments with almost 100,000 likes that the Epstein files were released to distract us from something worse. Now, I got two things to say here. First of all, I would like to question what's worse? What's worse than children being trafficked, abused, and murdered? What's worse? What's worse than systemic abuse? The reality is that the powerful people don't need to hide anything from us because they can just put everything right in front of us in a platter and we would still not act. We will keep scrolling and speculating and looking for something even more dramatic because the truth is that we just want entertainment. We are addicted to the mystery because children and women are being assaulted, real people are being harmed. But instead of focusing on something that's concrete and provable, some of you want to chase fantasy narratives about clones and soul transfers. And let's assume for the sake of argument that she has been cloned. What actionable outcome comes from this belief? What can you do? You're saying that a billionaire has been cloned. What can you and I do? Nothing. It's just entertainment disguised as vigilance. And secondly, I want to address the consciousness claim. You're telling me that her consciousness has been transferred, so you know what consciousness is. Scientists and philosophers have spent centuries trying to understand consciousness and answer the hard problem of consciousness. But you have figured it out, and not only that, you know how to transfer the consciousness from one person, from one body to another. For those who don't know what the hard problem of consciousness is, it's basically asking where does the subjective internal experience of a person come from? What gives rise to this qualia, or what we call as subjective experience? For example, we know that the color red corresponds to the wavelength of 650 nanometers, but that does not explain the internal experience of a person when they see the color red for the first time. The way you experience the color red is not the same as I do. And what is that experience? What exactly is the red doing? And that's not reducible to its wavelength, right? That's basically the question, and nobody knows. Nobody knows where this consciousness arises from. So how are you saying that consciousness is being transferred when nobody really knows what consciousness even is? I feel like at some point it stops being funny and it becomes harassment. Like if I were Selena Gomez, at some point I'd be like, what the hell? Like these people are just harassing me because my looks have changed over the years. This is not harmless speculation anymore. This is really demented and almost like a collective delusion at this point. And what disturbs me the most is not the theory, but the fact that worse things are happening right in front of our eyes, and yet we're looking for something more sensational, dramatic, something hidden because reality isn't entertaining enough for us.